Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alfredina if you're new here, and today we're going to be talking about creating space for your babies, toddlers, and young children. Creating a yes space in your home for them. Most of your troubles, once your cute little baby, your bundle of joy starts crawling and then walking and then grabbing things and climbing, one of your biggest struggles throughout the day is keeping them safe. So we start using the word no for everything. No, don't climb on that, get down from there, don't put that in your mouth. And we're constantly stressed out that they may fall, that they're gonna bump onto something, that they're gonna break something. We're angry because they're getting into things that are part of our decor, or they're breaking things that are valuable, or they're putting things in their mouths that shouldn't be. They're scribbling on important documents. And all of these things creates a very hectic and toxic up to some point environment in the home, depending on how unchild friendly your home may be at the time. And for your peace of mind and for the development of your children is the reason why I made this video today. It's important to make a space where you feel comfortable leaving them. Not leaving them, of course, unattended for longer periods of time, but that if your child is getting into things and climbing and breaking things, that there is a space that is for them, where everything they do there, it's safe. If there's gonna be any furniture, it's safe for them to get on and off without having to be yelling or running to get them. If there's any shelving or anything like that, that they are anchored, because your kids will climb. And before you even do that, my suggestion is change your mentality about your child's behavior. That behavior to want to climb, to want to grab, to want to throw things, to want to make things spin, to put things in their mouths. It's part of a healthy development in your children. They are growing at record speed. For the first 3 years of their life, their brain is growing the fastest it's ever going to grow for their entire life. And they're making connections and they're discovering. And the way they do that is by experiencing the world around them with their entire bodies. So they have a need, some to move and experience everything with their bodies. And that's a sensory thing. Some kids need to feel what it's like to be upside down. So you may need to have some mats down on that area, some comfy cushions or pillows where they could just throw themselves without being hurt. Some children want to touch different textures. And these are the kids that you have the hardest time during mealtime, because they're gonna take their mashed potatoes and put them in between their fingers. They're gonna smash everything and slather it all over themselves. Spaghetti is inevitably gonna end up in their hair, and they're gonna wanna feel everything everywhere. And as messy as that may be, they are just exploring and being curious about their world. Now, in another video, we're gonna go into making actual sensor bins for children so that they can fulfill that aspect of their development and fulfill that aspect of their growth, and that's needed for them to learn without it being taken out in your home. We should have a home where it's welcoming for them. There's always a way for you to set your house up to have what each child in your home needs. Every child, although they all experiment, although they all experience the world with their whole being, they tend to go towards different things. For example, my little one, Michael, ever since he was a baby, one of his most favorite things in the world, and it still holds true to today, is to take toys, small things, and put them into other things. And so the best thing for him that could entertain him for hours, even when he was crawling around and I had to cook, was for me to get a lot of little Tupperware and just sit him down on a mat and give him lots of toys. When he was a baby, they were bigger that he couldn't choke on, and he would just, for hours, just put one thing on top of the other, put some things in a cup and then dump them into another, put something in a container and dump it into another. And that was his way, and he still does that. In my home, I keep a bin full of other bins and other Tupperwares, maybe stuff that I'm decluttering from my house, from the kitchen that I no longer use. I keep it for him. If there was a box or anything, yes, there's older little bins. They actually like keeping their toys in separate containers and categorized separately. I've tried many different ways of storing their toys, and that's the one that sticks. And now that they're 5 and 7 and they're upkeeping it, they know where everything goes, and they would let you know, oh, that's a dragon, that does not go with the dinosaurs. Oh, that's a bot, it doesn't go with the Pokemon. Oh, that, like, they like that, and he thrives with that. He loves putting things in compartments. And I learned about this because one of the things when I was discovering and studying about this when he was little was that these children will let you know that they like pouring and putting one thing in another when one of your struggles is that they just spill everything. So if there's milk in a cup, they're gonna just, it's not an accident. They just spill it and they look at it and they're like, whoa, they're just interested in what happens if I tilt this, if I shove this, if I spill this. They like that. So rather than constantly being mad at him, I learned to only give him sippy cups and things that have a lid and bottles, because that's an urge that he has to just spill, and then give him opportunities to just play with things like that. So whether that looks like filling up a container with water and some stones and giving him different cups of different sides and a ladle, he can pour to his little heart's content in an area that will be easy for me to clean. If the weather permits, always outside, so I don't mind the mess. Or in the tub, fill it up and have him just pour from one container to another. My oldest son, what he enjoyed doing is experimenting with his body. He needed to feel everything. So he never sat, he just threw himself places. He never just jumped, he leaped into the air. Just today, this afternoon, he was jumping from a little trampoline to the floor, and he was doing that. And at some point, he's jumping just fine. It's a skill that he's mastered. But something in him said, just jump and land. And he landed on the ground, the concrete, with his chest, his stomach. His father and I are like, oh my goodness, are you okay? He's like, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm hurt here, but I'm okay. He just wanted that experience. So a safe space for him from the time he started walking was a closed off room with mats from wall to wall and lots of little places that were soft surfaces where he could jump and roll and tumble, and eventually when he was old enough, putting him in gymnastics where he could let those things out and learn the skills so that when he's doing these things, he won't be getting hurt. So as you see, each child will have different needs. Each child is gonna let you know with the ways that they get into trouble, what they like. Another thing that both of them used to do all the time, and it's still a struggle with redirection in this home, is drawing on surfaces that they shouldn't. The walls were constantly being written on and drawn on, and the tables, everything. So around the house, we have spaces for them to play. So we have a whiteboard that they, and with dry erase markers that they could dribble on. They have a blackboard with colorful chalk where they could just write, and there are crayons, pads, construction paper, sketching paper. It happens to be that one of the things that I didn't know about my children is that they enjoy drawing and they enjoy painting. And through the frustration of them breaking those rules was born the realization that they like and enjoy art. So now they have places to go. When I see something happening on a wall, it's, well, we're gonna clean that up. You're gonna scrub that table. You're gonna clean that wall. And this is what you want to do. This is where you can do it. So it's, as a parent, shifting your mind from the no, and these are the rules, and you just have to get over it, and you just have to do it, to why is my child constantly getting into trouble like this? Is it because there is no place for him to just be a child and experiment in my home? Or is it because I'm having a hard time redirecting that energy towards something where he can do it? If he's constantly jumping on your furniture, and that is not allowed in your home, get him a trampoline, even a little indoor one where he could go in and grab a thing and just jump. Or send them outside. They like to climb. Make sure that you're outside or that there's time for them to go in places where it's safe for them to climb. Because it's a need that they have and you meet it, and then you can teach them. Jumping is okay, not here. But if you don't provide where it's okay to jump, they are going to jump. Not because they're bad, but because that's a need they have. And our job as parents is to provide for their needs, including those to experiment with their bodies and with their surroundings. That's all I have to say on that for this video. I really hope that this inspires you to look at those behaviors that you've been struggling with your children with new eyes and with curiosity, and really fall in love with the idea of starting to provide a place where your children can thrive and surprise you with the skills that they have hidden inside. And also to inspire you to create a safe place for your babies and your toddlers to be their yes space, to give you peace of mind and to give them a chance to just be at the stage that they are at. If this was helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you know already what you want to do or change in your house, let me know in the comments below. If you have an idea of something that you said, well, I do that with this, let me know too, because I'm constantly looking for new ways to redirect my children. So if you have any help for me as well, please let me know. And I'm sure that other people would read your comments and also be helped. Have a great day.